When you're 0 for 6 in every civil and criminal case and appeal for your client, and you've subjected that person to $500 million worth of judgments, over 40 different criminal convictions, and $1 million fine, what do you get as a promotion? You become the White House counsel for Donald Trump if you're Alina Habba. I'm Michael Popak. I'm on Legal AF and the Midas Touch Network, and I'm thrilled to learn that Alina Habba is going to be White House counsel, taking the old Kellyanne Conway position, whispering sweet nothings in the ear of Donald Trump and giving him whatever guidance and bad judgment she can muster. I am thrilled, because if we have any shot at retaking the White House and crushing Donald Trump at the midterms and opposing his every underhanded, immoral, unpatriotic law, we should be thankful that the people he's taking counsel from as the White House counsel is Alina Habba. Let me give you her track record so far and where she came from. First, let me just do the track record with Donald Trump. She lost the $450 million civil fraud case against Donald Trump, and it's still pending against him in the New York case brought by the Attorney General. She also got sanctioned in that case as well. There were not one, but there were two separate criminal prosecutions of Donald Trump and his companies, and she lost both of those, or she was on the team that lost both of those. One resulted in 19 felony counts against Donald Trump's companies for tax evasion and business record fraud, and the other one, the 34-count felony conviction of Donald Trump related to Stormy Daniels and the hush money cover-up affair. All on Alina Habba's watch as his lead lawyer. But I'm not done. Then they also had not one but two cases involving E. Jean Carroll, in which it was proven by a jury not once but twice that Donald Trump was a sexual predator and had raped or sexually assaulted E. Jean Carroll. That's on Alina Habba's watch as well. She was at both trials and got sanctioned as well in that trial as well. She also tried to handle the appeal of that case, and she got slapped back by the Second Circuit Court of Appeals and lost the appeal related to E. Jean Carroll. But I'm not done. She filed a lawsuit on behalf of Donald Trump in Florida, in federal court, in front of Judge Middlebrooks, in which they tried to sue the Democratic National Committee, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, all sorts of officials of the Democratic Party, for what Judge Middlebrooks ended up calling a political screed in search of a lawsuit and unethical, and fined both Alina Habba and Donald Trump $1 million. But that doesn't stop Alina Habba from continuing to hold her podium and, as she likes to say, scream into the microphone. We thought she was going to be press secretary or communications director. That's about all she's qualified for on the legal front. But no, she's going to take the old Kellyanne Conway chair, and I am thrilled. I am thrilled. I mean, because if I was worried that he was going to have smart people who have good political instincts, good judgment, whispering in his ear, then I'd be like, well, okay, this might be a different version, a bulletproof version, so to speak, of his presidency. But no, he's kicking upstairs all of these loser lawyers who lost. I mean, it's not like I gave you a list of losses for her, substantial losses. I mean, I've been doing this for 34 years. If any one of these things went bad for me, I would not expect to get any more work from that client, and or I might have other problems. But if I had a client where I was responsible for a $450 million judgment being issued against them, over 40 criminal convictions, a loss of every appeal I've ever handled, the client being found to be a sexual predator or rapist, subject to punitive damages of another over $100 million, I left that part out, and $1 million fine, I don't think I'd be getting more work from that client. But in Trump world, you get a promotion, and I'm here for it, and I love it. We want to share an important message from our sponsor, Americans United for Separation of Church and State. Oklahoma recently approved the nation's first religious public school. Justice Sotomayor warned in her Carson versus Macon dissent that this Supreme Court continues to dismantle the wall of separation between church and state that the framers fought to build. We've documented that assault here on the Legal AF Pod. This religious public school in Oklahoma is the latest Christian nationalist test case. They convinced a handful of political appointees to create the nation's first religious public charter school, a blueprint for other conservative states to follow. Americans United for Separation of Church and State recognized the danger and promptly filed a lawsuit to stop St. Isidore of Seville Catholic Virtual School in Oklahoma. AU says that this is the latest effort to blur the lines between church and state. AU believes taking tax money and directing it to a religious school that will indoctrinate students in one particular faith and plans to discriminate against students, families, and staff who don't adhere to its beliefs goes against the founding principles of our country. Americans United will keep fighting for freedom without favor, equality without exception. Keep up with this issue at au.org/legalaf. That's au.org/legalaf. Kellyanne Conway, I may not agree with anything that comes out of her mouth, but I didn't underestimate her. She was smart. She had good political instincts and chops. Alina Habba, you know what she was doing before Donald Trump found her, or she found Donald Trump at the Bedminster golf course that he owns in New Jersey? She had like a 3-person law firm where she was representing parking garages and parking lots. That was it. Then she decided she didn't want to do that anymore. So she just started to play golf and take up golf lessons at Bedminster. Got on the radar screen of Donald Trump. Helped settle a couple of cases in which women, under oath, claimed that people at the golf course or Donald Trump had sexually assaulted them. Got one of them settled, and there's an ethical charge up against her right now, or a suit against her. Got one of them settled by, and the allegations are, misleading the woman into believing that she was representing the woman when she was really Alina Habba was representing Donald Trump. So this is the person that Donald Trump's going to take counsel from, right? I'm still waiting for Boris Epshteyn to get a role. I'm a little concerned for Boris. Boris, I'm a little concerned for you. You've been left out of all these positions. All the criminal defense lawyers for Donald Trump have gotten some sort of plum assignment in his administration. Todd Blanche is going to be the deputy attorney general under Pam Bondi if he gets confirmed. Emil Bove, criminal defense lawyer, he's going to be the assistant to Todd Blanche. John Sauer, who was the criminal defense lawyer, appellate lawyer for Donald Trump, he's going to be the solicitor general. And now Habba is going to be White House counsel. Where are you, Boris? The shady figure in the back that there's allegations that you were taking bribes in order to promote people in the cabinet. Where are you in the inner circle? We'll continue to keep our eye on Boris Epshteyn, besides the fact he's been indicted in Arizona as well. Alina Habba, welcome. Thank you for taking the job. Thank you for your service, as you like to say, to number 45 and 47. And we can only hope that you'll continue with your unbroken string of losses, bad judgment, criminal convictions, and civil fraud allegations against Donald Trump. I can't ask for better. I'm not kidding. He's got to fill these jobs. I mean, the days of us, looking in the rearview mirror about what happened on Tuesday, November 5th are over. Now I got to say, who is he picking for these jobs? And I am happy that he's showing a continued lack of judgment and loyalty in picking her. And I also love that in the announcement, he's got to call attention to the fact that she's an Iraqi American. I'm not quite sure what that means right now. I guess he thinks things are going on in the Middle East, so he's going to mention that she's a member of a distinct Christian community within Iraq, and she got the Chaldean Woman of the Year award. I mean, I don't know what it has to do with anything. Well, why did he put in his social media post all the losses that I let off this hot take with? Try that. But you know me, I like to show up in Donald Trump's filings. We did recently in a case involving Judge Merchan. Maybe this hot take will end up on the radar screen for Donald Trump, and will be cited there as well. Tune in to Midas Touch Network and Legal AF to find out. I got a new show on Tuesday nights on Midas Touch Network. It's called Popak Live at the intersection of law and politics, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on this YouTube channel. And I got a brand new Legal AF YouTube channel that I formed in collaboration with the Midas Touch Network. It's called Legal AF, MTN for Midas Touch Network. Go find us over there. We're sitting at the intersection of law and politics. We're over 350,000 subscribers strong in just about 2 months, and we did it all with you and because of you. So until my next reporting, I'm Michael Popak. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories at the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.